So I'm gonna record on the iPad and my phone. So these niggas is really weird, yo. I be watching these niggas see what they doing. I told you this food chain shit is deeper than there's a lot of this shit that goes to it. So I'm gonna explain the best way I can. Let me sit down here, right? So best way I can explain this is there's a bargain, there's a pact that is made at this matrix or something, and whether or not we decided to be here or not before, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. We here. The objective of that is what you're doing when you're here. A lot of people, I feel like, based on my knowledge, are demonic or reptilian or something. And I'm just not that. I may be one of a kind. I'm really just not trying to hype myself up. Because I can tell every time you do it, these niggas get in a hissy fit, they get rambunctious, and you gotta smack them. So I just try to think about it and not dwell on it. But I'm sitting here dwelling on it right now, and I'm saying to myself, like, yo, you know, these people are really demons. Like most people I've had in my relationships, as far as women-wise, that's the only thing I could really consider being salty about would be the women, because that's the kind of situation where you spend money and time and you invest in certain people, and for me, I would rather just be bullshit on the list, just on the humanistic level, on a humane level, right? But because it's so disrespectful on a humane level and on a spiritual level, I'm just disgusted at this point. Because, okay, I was disrespected on a humane level, but the spiritual level is really what trumps the humane level for me. Because the human level, I can really deal with that. It's the spiritual aspect to it and the knowing and the intent behind it, which is why I can't fuck with these junkies. So the bargain, right? There's a bargain here that I'm pretty sure our parents. That's why if you watch most of the people who say they're targeted, spiritually harassed, and like I said, a lot of them are fake. I'm gonna say 90% of people who say they're targeted are actually fake. But the ones that are real, you know who you are. That's all that matters. As long as you know who you are, it doesn't matter who I'm talking to. And so it's a bargain that our parents made. That's why most of us have Masonic or Eastern Star or fraternal sorority, sororital orders, or these secret societies, whatever you want to call them, these little fag groups that they be a part of, right? And they're really pedophilia cults that they're secretly a part of. And these people it's like a chain of command. And the Masons are really like the branch, right? So it's kind of like you have a CEO, you have the CFO, you have the founder, you have the founder owner, the CEO, the CFO, you have your general manager, then you have your assistant managers, or then you have your supervisors, and then you have your so on and so forth, right? But that's how this is ran. It's ran based on the chain of command, and the Masons are probably more so like the assistant managers of the game, right? They're like the assistant managers, and they're assistant managers to the supervisors, and the supervisors you may call watchers. Now everyone's really watching because they're all in the same situation, but the supervisors are the ones that are we more so interact within our family, which you may call a handler. So your mom, she may be a supervisor to you, but in the game, she's just a soldier, right? Because a lot of these people, like your neighbors, are soldiers, right? They're not supervisors. Your neighbors are soldiers. They're foot soldiers. The police are even foot soldiers. They're just foot soldiers that protect the foot soldiers. They're not like handlers. They don't have a position, right? We're above them. We're really above everyone, even the ones that hate us the most. We're above the demons, the top tier demons. We're above them too. But the foot soldiers are the one that we have to deal with on a daily basis. And so the foot soldiers are the ones that are antagonize you, making the noise, slamming their doors, following you around. Those are the ones that are in the helicopters, the airplanes, the synchronicities on YouTube, they trolls. Those are the trolls. Those are the foot soldiers. Those are the ones that are bipartisan or are making an attempt to move up in the bargain that may have been made for them or not. So basically, during that chain of command, your family, right, as a supervisor over you, they've made a pact, or a pact that has been made. And this pact is a continuous, because the food chain, if you go look at this bargain, it's a bargain that everyone knows. It's really what it goes hand in hand with the one eye symbolism and the covering of the one eye. It goes hand in hand with the covering of the mouth, the touching of the temple, the duality, as above, so below. It's hand in hand. as above, so below, hand in hand. So the Futane bargain is with this entity. It starts with the M. No one seems to want to speak about this entity's name, but it's on the level of where this Matrix and prison planet is controlled. You would have to say this guy is above a Satan figure. This entity. Nevertheless, this is a being that is not one that you allegedly approach. I mean, that approaches you, although he does through his imps and pimps, right? Definitely gets your attention, right? But he's so hot shotty that you can't. He doesn't approach you. You approach him, but you only figure out through him if you're not told through his imps. Like I only figured this out through being gang stalked. I never knew about a bargain on my life or, a lot of things had these people not fucked with me, like most of you. So getting back to the bargain, this bargain is where one individual is reaching or looking to seek some form of success. And a part of that, there's things that individual has to do. But in order for that bargain or that oath or that pact to even be considered, they have to have 8 other people who are in alignment or in agreement with this person to go along with it. So it's like a cosign. It's like a reference. When you get a job or you're going to go buy a house, often they ask you for employment and personal references to, validate your background and your ability to, be responsible for this large amount that you're about to take on, this responsibility, right? That's not how this is operating. I don't think that the souls are more so referenced as they are a trap. Like this is, a spiral trap. And if you really look at how this bargain, right, and I have a couple of videos I've saved that I'll plug in or try to make another video about. But if you really think about it, it's easy to tell how the world has been so engulfed in this matrix, in this soul spine, this soul trap. Because if one individual, right, if for every one, there's 8 other people that have to be summoned or agreed or agreeable or just want to be a part of the soul shit, then look at that. You have, so that's families. You have 8 people per family. That's not given that everybody in the family wants to be a part of it. So let's say you have 16 people per family, right? And let's say you have how many people in a household, right? And let's say how many households you have in your neighborhood. You see how easy it is? You see how you can add this shit up? So if you live in a neighborhood, right, let's say you live in an apartment building of 1,000 people, okay, and you're gang stalked. Well, then it's easy to see why you're gang stalked and who you're being gang stalked by. Most of the people in here, their families either made a bargain, they've themselves made a bargain, they may be the 8th, 5th, 3rd person a part of the bargain, but more than likely, they are a part of this bargain. And what are they doing, right? This is chores for them. So fucking with us, right? They're demons. Like now, we're not going to take away the aspect of them not maybe even being human. I'm just generally talking about what I believe to be the why. So you have these people who make this bargain, and part of their chores as foot soldiers, they got to fuck with people who are not a part of the shit, who haven't rode the gravy train. Go look that up for yourself. That word, gravy train. The people who have not taken the oath, who have not been beneficial. And you see most of us, right? They say that our codes, and like I did a lot of geometrical numerology on just on me and my person, and I won't speak on it, but I will say that a lot of things that it adds up to be is interesting, but I will never claim it because it just feels like something that I shouldn't say never claim it. I just won't be cocky about it because, like I said, I deal with exacts and I can see these things, but until I need to be told to me. I need to be told to me. It has to be a revelation in physical form in order for me. Like I'm kind of like see it to believe it type of person, and that may not be at best for the situation I'm going through, but that's how I'm governing myself about this. But get back to what I'm saying. So if you live in a household or a neighborhood, and you have a family, right, and you have one person, but there's 8 people tied to this person who have made this pact. Those 8 people are the ones that can sit in your parking lot, they can bother, you know what I mean? So you see how this is chased? And so then if everyone who's on the same bargain, the same pact in your neighborhood, right? If let's say a part of that is a consciousness, right? I say there's a form of a consciousness that they have to adopt, right? They have to become one mind. They have to be right. There's have to become connected, because how can you do the work of your father and your masters if you're not aligned, right? And I believe a lot of us have been manipulated in this hive by DNA manipulation and weed and psychedelics or shrooms or whatever. Anything that has opened up ourselves to the elements, I feel like is how. So I blame myself for V2K. And I've had to take, I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that we deserve it, because we definitely don't. What I'm saying for me, I can say that I'm not going to blame myself for VT. I'm not going to say weed is a cause of it. I'm going to say that I have not stopped. I have stopped a lot my consumption. I'm down to about 30%, right? But I'm still at 30%, not zero. So because I'm at 30%, I'm still aware that I'm not where I was, but that I cannot blame myself for certain situations, because I'm not closing or trying to prevent it. I'm not trying to prevent the voices in my head to the best of my ability. I'm more so coping and moving past them, more so than creating a distance from them or a disassociation to the best of my ability. Now, we know that we can't control that. There's a lot of archonic energy and demonic energy that goes into that astral realm dimensions. So it's not like we really have control over it, but we can limit their ability to fuck with us. And that's what I meant to say. Like, I can limit them more, right? And I really put myself through some situation I don't have to, but I realize that. But like I'm saying, so get back to what I'm saying. If you have a family, right, and we live around these people who make these bargains, it's easy and they're connected and they all know who hasn't made the bargain, right? Which is a part of the bargain. Because I'm pretty sure you make a soul pact, you become a soul, right? I'm getting a revelation right now. So your soul pact, you must be tied to the other souls in this bargain, which is the hive. And so no wonder why they can all see us. And if you're a soul pact and you guys are connected, then you be able to see those who are not a part of the soul connection by default. And so they can see us for sure. I know they see me. I'm still working on that because I know it's a past, present thing. It's not a now thing. But I can tell you that, again, the reason why these people are connected is through the soul pact they have, that Thustain bargain, that soul satanic pact that they have, which is what connects them, which is why they cover the one eye, they cover the mouth, why they don't speak on pedophilia and all the crime and corruption. Ukraine and COVID is a prime example that their gods they pray to do not love them. If they did exist, they don't love them, because clearly then there's no preventive maintenance shown by their God or the mercies that they claim. Mercy is individual. Mercy is something that you have to earn. It's not something that's given, right? So for them, they don't have mercy. You can tell why, because they didn't deserve it. They didn't earn mercy. They're out here killing, ravaging, covering these secrets, and now they want help. They want to pray to God. They want prayers from America and all these other people. Well, you're blowing the fuck up. And that's great. America be next. America will have this day where America can sit back. They make all these memes about all these other countries. America will be victim, and these niggas and these coons will be out here falling flat on their face, praying to Jesus, and they'll be getting ran over by the same tanks that they champion to run over these other people. So I just want to make this little clip because, like I said, man, this is big boy game. We're in the big leagues. This is not little boy shit. This is strap up your boots, right? Dirty clothes, holy clothes. You got to come outside every day for war. You can't be coming outside every day expecting roses and sunflowers and rainbows. I don't ever come outside expecting to see a rainbow. I come outside expecting to see thunderstorms. Now you can say I'm creating my reality, but my reality is made up by the people that I didn't create. I didn't create these people. I didn't make them. So I'm not my reality. My reality is what my environment is, and I can only adapt to that. So hopefully this encouraged you guys. I'm not really making videos about these guys. I do record a lot of what they do, but I keep it on the hip. I have uploaded some things, but like I said, it's only when it's important, only when I feel like when they're trying to set me up or some situation. So yeah, man, I appreciate all the subscribers. I appreciate everyone that's listening to my content, even the shills, even the NPCs, even the haters, even the perps, even the demons. Like I said, man, I'm not selling out. And if you listen to my video, I hope I motivate you to not sell out. Don't take no packs, no bargains. We're going to thug it out. We'll get this shit done the best way we can.